impression you didn't get on very well with your father.
Yeah, that was right. Because he was not proud of me. He never said, I love you. He never said, I'm proud of you.
At 75, the beloved Andre Rieu, the king of Waltz, is facing a challenge like no other, and it's breaking hearts everywhere. A shocking moment during a performance left fans in tears and raised questions about his future. But this isn't just a story of health struggles. It's a tale of heartbreak, resilience, and the emotional journey of a man who turned his pain into music. You've heard the name, you've felt the magic of his waltzes, but behind the spotlight, there's a story that goes far deeper than anyone could have expected. Born in a small, quiet house in Maastricht, the Netherlands, on October 1st, 1949, Andre was the third of 6 children in a strict Roman Catholic household. His father, a respected conductor of the Maastricht Symphony Orchestra, was adored by the public, but at home he was distant, strict, and cold. "I didn't grow up with love," Andre once said. "There were no hugs, no laughter. Perfection was demanded, but affection was absent." But something beautiful happened in 1954. At just 5 years old, Andre fell in love, not with the violin, but with the woman who played it. She was his first violin teacher, a young woman whose graceful movements with the bow left Andre mesmerized. He didn't care about playing perfectly, he only wanted to feel something. In that moment, music became more than just notes. It became his escape, his place to feel seen, a place where emotion was allowed to flourish. Yet his passion for music and joy clashed with the suffocating rules of his home. His father rejected his love for waltzes, calling them trivial. "I didn't raise you to play waltzes," his father snapped. This was more than just a disagreement, it was a breaking point. Andre's heart ached, but in the pain he found the resolve to break free. In 1968, when Andre brought his beloved Marjorie home, his mother coldly told her to leave. It was in that moment that Andre knew. If he didn't leave, he would be trapped forever. He walked out and never looked back. Despite years of success and international fame, Andre still struggled to heal the wounds of his childhood. The applause, the fame, the castles, none of it could fill the emptiness left by a loveless home. He spent years in therapy, seeking to understand the silence that haunted him. Music was his survival, his armor, and his salvation. "In the darkness of my childhood, music gave me light," he said. But even legends have their limits. In 2010, Andre was struck by a viral infection that damaged his inner ear, leaving him unable to walk, let alone perform. He canceled a tour for the first time in his career. It was a moment of raw vulnerability. He realized that his body, once his ally, was now betraying him. But tragedy didn't stop there. In 2016, his dear friend and trombonist, Ruud Merckx, passed away unexpectedly. The loss shattered Andre, and he canceled an entire tour. It was the first time he bowed not to illness, but to grief. Then came the pandemic in 2020, and Andre faced his greatest challenge yet. All his concerts were canceled, and his empire came to a screeching halt. Financial losses were catastrophic, but Andre refused to lay off anyone. He paid his entire staff out of his own pocket, keeping the music alive. It was a time of reflection for Andre, a time to heal and prepare for what was to come. When the world reopened, Andre's concerts were different. They had a quieter, more emotional tone. Gone were the grand spectacles. Instead, the music became a prayer, a thank you for still being here. And for Andre, it wasn't just about the music, it was about survival. In 2022 and 2023, Andre performed with more emotion, more gratitude. He had faced loss, health struggles, and uncertainty, but through it all, he stood tall, violin in hand. And then in 2024, the unthinkable happened. Andre collapsed backstage in Mexico City, overwhelmed by jet lag, altitude sickness, and a fierce flu. For the first time in his career, he canceled an entire tour. But this wasn't just a physical collapse. It was symbolic. The man who had been untouchable, unstoppable, was finally showing his human side. And in that moment, Andre made a vow. He would no longer torture himself. His son, Pierre, stepped in to help, managing tours and ensuring that Andre's health came first. It was a turning point. In losing strength, Andre found protection. And now, at 75, Andre's concerts are closer to home. No more grueling world tours, no more exhausting travel. His focus is on family, health, and making music for the pure joy of it. He has nothing left to prove. His legacy is secure. If Andre's story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible journeys like his.